away from the double duelist setup to much more of a mirror. So Jing is going to take on Kang to begin. However, a lot more of this might end up getting decided by the supporting cast. We saw nobody carrying yesterday.
It's Forsaken taking point. Orb being taken. Slight peek. Nobody brought down close to the corner. Haodong, but he's going to get overwhelmed very quickly at that. Smokes drop down. Carve out a path onto the side, but it's a freebie for them. They'll be able to get the plant down. No questions asked.
Both of these teams are going to stay tight, get those trades, which means that the opening duels, like we saw there, Forsaken being able to pick off nobody, that matters so much. It puts you at a player advantage once all the trades are out.
Got this high-low set up already. Mutual being held the fault line. Just about missing here. Kang, decent damage done on either side here, but massive player advantage for Paperex. She's going to be finding themselves hard pressed to really get into it, and something
this could end up being decided by that kind of supportive cast.
Yeah, and you're seeing the supportive utility already with the fault line and the flashes exchanged. They're not shying away, they're not backing away from this fight. Plenty of bodies to be waiting still close to the corner. An absolute repeat of the first round, except this much more players actually stacking towards the side here. Kang needs some assistance, but back towards the side. Yeah, just Chichu left alive, so could have been. Yeah, there won't be much resistance. Or you say barrel through, it would be a slight little walk.
Yeah,
no noise made.
Definitely thought this was going to be a bit quicker. Oh, this is... Okay, so this looks like they're going to set up for a double blast back into Canteen. Something likes going into tunnel so that he has an aftershock and stun line up here. So this is to help Jing get deep into Canteen and put pressure on these players.
Made in the back. Fault line to set it up, but it's a counterplay. Smoggy.
Well done.
Immediately sends out the fault line and the aftershock, so reclaiming that space towards Canteen, but the smoke's dropped down. Nobody's still standing it. Straight down. He's got the help of his team as well. Out towards the smoke. Crossfire set up. EDG are definitely winning this one out now.
Well,
player standing. Something. It's a 1v3 now. It's made it a bit more doable. One flash available. They know exactly where he is. You can see them just doubled up. Want to take the peek in the timing.
If they're playing the standard retake kind of setups on B, they're going to be holding towards Generator there, or deep in this position where Smoggy is. But EDG are actually holding so far. Devi go for a glass cannon Vandal. No armor on Devi. He's bought the Vandal instead of going for, you know, Bulldog armor or something like that.
I think that's a bit of a taste test, honestly, of what we might be expecting with this. A lot of the gunfire exchange on either side here. And again, it's really the same approach towards drop. Almost every single round in a row essentially has been going into this direction, but it's where Paperex have found their success. Once more, vacant site. Flash sent in deep here. A lot of damage being exchanged on either side, but finally a kill. Smoggy, who will fall. Still with this hold here though. Kang close. Flash. Missing to the side here, but doubled up. They're going to bring down the players who are just trying to hold on to walls. On the flank as well. Chichu falling down. Haodong forced to save, really. $300. Can't do much more with it with the rifle. Does he still want to make a go of it? I mean, players are weak.
He's going to prod, but he's going to get pushed. I mean, Forsaken's round the corner with a flash from something. Yeah. Both of them being used. No way!
What?
What is that from Haodong?
3 sprayed down.
How have they all lined up?
Major error in terms of spacing, but is there enough time now? It's brutally ticking down. He's got to get onto it. I think he's missed it. He's missed the timing.
But he has taken all 4 players down as well.
There's a silver lining into that round.
That is very reminiscent of one of the moments that we saw when EDG were playing against Giants. Just how exactly did they? I mean, I mean, every play knocked down. So there's another chance for Paperex to build their bank back up. At some point here, EDG need to be able to counter what's happening. Paperex are grouping 4 players up. They're playing a lot of 4-1, which is a little unusual on Fracture, although you do see teams go for it. And they're just looking for a tiny bit of information to give the cue on when they want to pop.
No util being used. Again, I mean, it's just a repeat of the prior rounds.
It's very contact.
Walking all the way through.
I've got your trail.
The Seeker's going to be used to let them deeper into the site once more. It does clear. No, they've lost control of A halls. Seekers have to be broken. The post-plant positioning isn't ideal yet. Gonna have to see Paperex really make an active effort to clear. And that's what the Trailblazer is now, following up through onto it. It's a backstab though. Occurring. Devi is going to be right behind them when this attempt comes through, but it's Happening fast, EDG wasting time with it. Dash forwards by Kang, lovely shot. It's that one almost instantly. Time being weighted by Device, leaving it wide open. He's moving himself onto the side here, and he's taking a fight to them with the orbital strike to buy a bit of extra time. Halls, look at the map ever so slightly, but smoked off onto the angles. They don't know, they are really quite weak. Getting ran down by the weapons, and it's still Mind Freaking Devi, half on it. Not quite. No.
And they prevail.
One enemy remaining.
That's a moment there where Chishu just reckons that Halls is open. He's diving. Halls. We'll have a look.
There it is, Satchel. The stun, showstopper on top of it. Nobody's just going to scurry out of it, close to the corner. Rockets let loose. Reinforcements have arrived. Plenty of players here ready to receive, but with the Rolling Thunder, they're not set up for anything. They can't hold their grounds, can't fire the shots off the stuns. Are very good. Kang let's loose the Blade Storm. He's taking a boatload of damage. To respect it and back away.
It's the same game plan, Brent. It really is. It's rinse and repeat, just taking what Giants did against EDG and using it again. As soon as Kang can have an operator, they used an ult to take Halls instead of contact.
What is that? An EDG really punishing the poor spacing. Bring it to the 1v1 though. Howdong, he's low. Devi, the reposition is good, but still information granted to him. Got to get a move on, and Devi.
It's not a round victory at the end of the day. It's another Red Bull clutch. Nice play, though. I love the opener. Great usage of space from PaperX. The danger comes here with Chishu being able to get a spray down and Howdong flinging all been PaperX. And EDG's economy's broken again.
And you're going to see them again resorting to the same plays.
They just contact dish every time Kang doesn't have an op. They can go for some kind of stun or flash play, but they're too late.
Yeah, close to the corner this time, not going to get caught out. Howdong's been playing there multiple rounds in a row. It's Kang who pays the price of it. Nobody inside the smoke, but
Spike planted.
Not going to be able to deny the plan, not going to be able to do too much of all. Free clearance into drop while all this is happening as well, but yeah, flash to set it up still. Shots landing for Howdong, doing some damage, dropping down. It's a bit messy, a bit scrappy, yet it's all clean. Kang, operator, launching towards B main. Set up on the line, but immediately moving away. He's got to be fluid with it with the reposition, but it is harder to op. If you think about it, the defense side of Fracture, 4 avenues.
It's just dish again, Brett.
Yeah.
It's just dish again.
Listen,
this is a massive hole in EDG's defense.
And they're just able to contact up every single time. We've seen the weaknesses, stun connecting fault line as well, doubly sure of it!
What a shot!
But still Chichu will hold on, flash is good. All being supported inside the smoke, bringing them down, PaperX. Really just the heroics as well, the anchoring player, Chichu has done so much for them. Rolling Thunder onto the side, it was a tap to bait that out, Forsaken. Dodges it. Off to the side, flash. Not there, Devi, util out, does he still want to take this fight? Well, EDG definitely
fortunate too, though, perhaps, I would say. I mean, it's nice putting your killjoy in the sight, but he has to hit that shot.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he goes down, the rest of PaperX are able to enter the site, and things are getting...
PaperX want to go in a completely different direction.
Brutal.
Split up into B. And that's it's what the point I was trying to make earlier, you know, Fracture, there's 4 avenues on the defense side you have to keep an eye on to. It does limit the amount that you can really watch with an operator. Contact plays, if you
should run.
spot out where the op is playing, plenty of other directions you can go into, but look at this, yeah.
Spectacular shot again. I'm almost not surprised when I see him hitting things like that now. Almost.
Down, yeah, almost. Should be taking our breath away. Roller's getting used to it. PaperX making a go of it into the spawn. Kang's ready though. Here with the rest of the team once more. Holding them off towards that spawn area. They haven't actually got the plant down. They don't have B-main control, forcing them out wide with the aftershock. Trying to swing to help out. There's nobody there. Flash, good connection. Jinx staying alive though.
Spike planted.
Now finally the plant is down. They need to win out one of these fights. Nobody. Winning that towards B-main is massive. PaperX is going to start to feel the squeeze, and more so something. He's going to have to go huge. Close to the corner, lockdown finally earned. Almost lining up for it, but 9 health. Last player left, facing him. Those are the fuse here, so EDG, adjustments being made.
And key duels being won. I'd much rather see them try and fight towards Tree in the post plant than try and stuff things into spawn here. It's just such awkward angles for them to fight. Into and off, which are stacking 4 players there.
And here's a showstopper once more. I mean, as soon as he's got the ultimate, but here we go, fault line with the Orbiter strike. Exchange of it, damage being done. Look at how weak PaperX are, but it's a heal for Forsaken. Not quite.
He was on 5 HP and he got wall banged with an op. Talk about overkill.
Doing that. I mean, look at the positioning of Kankang. He's immediately going back to the rest of his team here. Nade up towards them. PaperX not slowing down this hit. They want to take it full force all the way through with the rifles. The blink of an eye, you will miss it. Kankang has to respond straight behind. Going for the repeat, but punished.
So much that you could potentially catch in a replay.
Here it is, yeah. Was he trapped on the box?
He's left to handle B all on his own and did a great job, but the rest... He just opens up space for PaperX like you wouldn't believe. Fighting dish this time.
Yeah, you've got to try and put them off of trying to fight this all the time, but don't have the guns for it. From the side here, that jiggle, does Mindfreak see it with the shoulder, double face. Devi does need to be bailed out.
How is Kankang aware enough to be thinking about where Devi could peek from too?
On a swarm, rebounding on something. Devi's still here. Really testing the patience of Kankang. He hits that shot, still an angle open. Nobody cannot land it.
He needed one there.
One to the head would have done it.
He had it on a platter.
PaperX still haven't cleared out full side, but the plan is theirs.
Kankang popped his Blade Storm. He wants this.
There's 2 rounds left. He's got to do something about it. Lovely flick. The adjustment to land that. Knows that one of the areas isn't clear, but he's brought it to the 2 versus 2. Now just need to play him and Chichu. Updraft. Right click. Great clearance down to lower, but Mindfreak.
Situations. And PaperX are always just there at the end. The heroic moments that we've seen frequently of these attacking rounds.
And they are just essentially avoiding B in its entirety. They throw it in the mix every now and then, but it's perfect conditioning.
There was a flash at the start of this round. I think they know that there's a lot of players over towards Dish. They certainly will now that they hear flashes and boombots coming from that direction. So once more, Kankang just holds down B on their own, and they're trying to stack A.
Into the spawn, that's a connection onto 2 of the players. The movement from Ching. They are really just putting the hurt on them right now, EDG. They have the crossfire setups once more. Flashes dodged, Forsaken. It's alive. Lovely movement though.
Spike down A.
Smoggy cleans it up. Left to Devi as well. He was the late lurker. Just trying to take up halls, and now a little bit too much to do here for the final round of this first half.
Finally, the 4-player stack from EDG looks like it's going to work. But an 8-4 half is a disaster. Devi's going to try and make this one even worse. Twist the dagger. If he could pull off a 1v3 in this kind of situation, be unbelievably brutal.
30 seconds left.
Surely Kankang is good for it here, holding the angle. Misses the shot.
Does miss it. Devi. 5 found, 9 bullets left though. So much more to do. Kankang
bully their way through, and there's going to be a huge clash at tree.
Yep, the barriers fall. G waited out just for a moment, but Util's still good for it. Howdong tucked to the corner there. Flash try and take back that space once more. It's a squeeze from the bottom of it. Damage being done right through the box. They don't stand a chance. The spike is theirs. Well-earned prize. Chichu. Yeah, he was a solo player there. Pistol round. Now back up to that full strength. They're coming with new ideas. They're not playing that Neon comp that they did before.
No, true. Very true.
They have a very clear idea of how to essentially dismantle the way that EDG are playing so far.
The rounds were explosive once they got to the site. They were adding in the contacty play, which is just bamboozling Edward Gaming. And this just looks like they're going to feed themselves into the more at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be a bunch of kills. Tasty kills at that.
EDG in their press conference after they played against Giants said that they were playing at about a 5 out of 10. Which is absurd if you watch that match and you see how well they were popping on. How do they want to adapt? What do they want to do that was different? And today, at least on map 1, it is more of the same. And this time, they don't have that form advantage. PaperX are shooting back, arguably even harder than EDG are. Is this a flash of alarm bot contact? I thought he was going to jump up as well. Would have been a ludicrous play.
Maybe just the condition. I mean, that one flash is used and you've seen the immediate rotation of something. Retreating back over towards B. Players grouped up towards tower. EDG are finding it hard to just poke and get an idea and feel of where these players could be.
In the meantime, PaperX cleared out A halls completely. And now Devi's going looking towards Dish too.
He's going to be meeting nobody.
Devi has got to fall here, and he doesn't.
Devi wins that fight with a Spectre?
Yeah, that's just so rough for EDG. If they wanted any chance of being able to get back into this game, it had to be starting with the Killjoy pick that opened up the A site.
Oh, they're losing all the fights. I mean, should be favored with the rifles. They are just running them down. Kang, no more time wasted. It's the updraft and a dash to try and clear out towards the site here. Needs his team to follow suit though. Util is really bogging him down. 5 versus 3 plan. Go off here, but the Aftershock is pushing them wide out into the position immediately, taking back Hall's control, clearing it together. Jump spot is punished. The Liang of a Smoggy, flash dodged. Still watching for it though, and he's got no backup. Not winning these fights. And it is dire straits right now, dire circumstances. Kang, what can you do? No safety.
The other players on EDG. And then when they need to close the round out, they're so grouped together. They allow no openings for EDG to
get picked up again by the other players.
Certainly looks like that at the moment. I mean, nobody is getting crunched currently and has just got to evacuate. PaperX control the entirety of the north side and they're already back to try and contest.
Yep, through B main is cleared out. It's not going to be any util to really slow them down once the nanoswarms fade away. Up towards tower though, Mind Freak. Here alone. It was 1 for 1. Plan is theirs. Positioning as well. Clearing and taking control towards B main once more. Splitting up a little bit, maybe because Jing does have the showstopper. Trailblazer towards Arcade. I know nobody's there. Still Kang towards tower. He's going to be taking first contact. Crosshair placement wasn't good for it initially, yet still he survives and gets the one. Finally, the team have an out. Watching from main. A lot of health left to him. Forsaken. A little bit too much to do, honestly, in this instance. Realizes it himself. Impossible to win that one, so backing away, just making sure that he keeps the gun, but might not even get to do that. The flash is good. Okay.
How's he gotten away with that? It's not going to punish them too badly in this round, and they kind of just need to win everything anyway, so nobody's going to get away with that mistake, as is Smoggy. But that's a big round carried mostly by Kanka. Enormous comebacks between these two squads before, but it was the other way around.
Here we go, making usage of the showstopper at the turret. Peppering.
Same thing again though, they crunch the south side, player disappears.
All the way across the ropes here, and an instant reaction from EDG. It is the same, but flipped, essentially. Plan should be able to go down here.
Better retake positions, however, from PaperX.
And an Aftershock as well. Design a plan for but a moment, gives them a bit of time here. Seekers push forwards, not all of them broken. It's going to give some decent information here to PaperX. On where the players are and standing. Kang wants to really make a go of it. And it's more than that at this point. 2 kills. Blaze Storm refreshed. Teammates feeling just empowered entirely. They have shut this one down.
PaperX is going to take a timeout here. Kang's had 2 back-to-back rounds, where his individual prowess has carried EDG to the finish line. What are these shots? Right click on Mind Freak as well at the end. Through halls. Slower though this time.
Yeah, Stimmy will allow them to evade that stun. It's coming their way. Flash. Also going to be avoided here. Not obfuscating the fact that they have just trundled up towards B main here. Nanoswarm behind. Slowing it down now in the mid round. That's what EDG have really learned from a lot of their experience at these international events, actually. The ability to really just slow down those moments, take the space, poke and prod, force people out into the open.
Oh, I thought they were going to go for a contact play there. Would have been very impressive, but I think without them making too much noise, and with this Trailblazer, the Guardian Light clearing over towards Arcade, I don't think PaperX are going to be buying this fake towards B. I think Haodong has just used 2 smokes for nothing.
Jing got to try and stop this! The onslaught coming his way, and he does succeed at that. 2 players falling. There's a stun to try and catch Devi. He was helping him out, but the door closing shut in their face. It's now very obvious. EDG A bit of a breather.
Chichu just got locked down. Is there any chance he's got time to be able to use this? There's only 30 seconds left.
Has to commit it, really.
This is going to go down to the wire.
But the trouble is, the more time you're wasting, getting a bit dire. Got to get themselves in. Maybe they use Smoggy's hold off the tail end of it to try and get themselves in.
Brutal.
Chichu falls. Smoke's now fading. 12 seconds. That will go down here. Detainment close to the corner here. Fight's still going to be taken, but it's just one player. Yeah, Smoggy. He's got so much more to do, hasn't he? An open sightline.
EDG love to throw a fake in, you know, 1 or 2 times per map, something like that on their attack side. And this time, and this looks like a clash potentially to end it all as Paper X try and batter their way through.
Classic play from Jing, but actually punished.
Almost.
Loves to go for the double satchel movement.
Nobody doesn't realize how close he was to hitting the grave there.
Yeah, potentially falling. It's a beautiful opener. Good beginning. Trailblazer scoping out. Seeing that the site's relatively clean. Something just a one. Chichu, it's a little bit labored, but no, eventually getting onto it. So 2 players left standing here. I mean, really no chance of a retake. Forsaken's only got the judge with Mindfreak falling. He's going to be opting to see if he can get a better gun. There it is.
It's worth saving here as well. You look at the Paper X economy, and they only need a single round to close this out. They've had 6 opportunities. It's going to go down to 5, but at some point they're going to get big ultimates up that will make this really difficult for EDG to end with a plant. I mean, anytime you have Orbital Strike, Rolling Thunder, Showstopper, like these ults are incredibly good on defense side of Fracture. One of the reasons why this composition gets played quite a lot. EDG are going to have their work cut out for them. They need more of the same.
Of the same. Well, a chance to get it to OT. It's a bit more difficult as well from this point on. The ultimates are going to start to get
reasonable.
Yeah, so they are investing into it, puts even more importance onto it, even though, I mean, every round has to be must-win for EDG at this point.
Slow siege down onto Chichu, but not the fast crunch. Doesn't give him any timings to zip away on the rope. EDG playing that 4-1 and contacting through Dish. Very similar to what Paper X did, the difference being this alarm bot they're about to run into.
It will catch him.
So they choose to use the utility a little further
Hello.
back.
Rolling Thunder out
Chichu.
towards it. Yeah, the Trailblazer actually connecting. It's only 1 player. I mean, it's just Jing close to the side. Nade flushing Chichu out, not able to take a clean fight. Orbital Strike blinded up. Something lucky to survive here. Smoke's going to be fading in just a moment. Will he hit the shot? Enough damage done. Certainly bringing down these targets, and this is it. The final blow to finisher, 13-7. Just a fundamental outclass.